Okay, so this loom is called a baby wolf loom. It's made by Shack. And this was my first for real loom. And it's still absolutely one of my favorites. It has a 26-inch weaving width, 8 harnesses. These are the harnesses going back here. And the harnesses are controlled by these treadles down here. And so, ow, that was my knee. So when you push a treadle, then it has certain harnesses tied to it, and that brings them up. And depending on how you have your design planned, this is Precious.
Hi, Precious. Hi. Yay.
She's a little deaf and a little blind, but not totally. So anyways, I'm starting a new Moby V-wrap on this out of the red, and it'll be pretty red chenille when I'm done. This loom next to it, is made by the same company, Shack, but it has a 45-inch weaving width. But it also has the 8 harnesses, and I think it has 12 treadles. But this is to weave wider items. And I have a in-between in the bedroom, where we will not go, but 36-inch wide. And then, excuse me, Precious, this little one here is made by, again, the same company, and this is a wolf pup. Cute little names. And this is the one I take to the gallery to do demos, and I make a lot of my chenille scarves on this one. It's just a wonderful little, I'm so glad I got it this year. I've used it a ton. So now, this is the new computerized loom. When we were talking about 8 harnesses or 4 harnesses on the other one, this has 32. 32! And it has a driver on the computer for it that will select the harnesses, and for each time I do it. When I press the pedal, this only has 1 pedal, and it will, when the computer tells it to pick up the stuff, it'll pick up the, in fact, I probably to Canyon de Chelly with a couple of friends, and the rock Spider Woman, the rock there, and the tales of her, and weaving the web and everything, that I just got so excited about it. And going into the trading post there, they had all these beautiful wools, and so I determined, oh, I'm going to weave Navajo.
And before that,
I've been an artist. Well, these paintings, most of the paintings here are mine.
What we call a cone tree.
And so I have 2 of them, so they're on either side of the fireplace. I thought that was nice. This has mainly rayon fibers on it, all different colors and thicknesses, and it has plastic bags over them to protect them from dust. And there's just lots of fabulous yarns here. And then this tree over here, go ahead, excuse me, has primarily cottons on it. This is like a mercerized fiber. This is the beginning of a warp for doing towels on the computerized loom. And they're going to have little pine trees on them and Prescott, Arizona on them, woven in. It's going to be so cool. So this is for 13 yards. And so the first thing you do, you have to wind, go like back and forth all the way down and then back up. And you do that over and over. This has about 100 threads. I need to tie these off, then I do it again, because my pattern will take 450, I think it is, threads. And the preparation work for weaving is extreme. So you do this, and you get them into chains, and I have chains out there I'll show you. But this is just more, that's fiber up there. Okay, these are the shawl pins I'm doing with my handmade lampwork beads. And these are 3 I've just finished up. And And I did some little ones. When I get ready to hand dye yarns, right here I've got down on the floor a skein of rayon chenille. And that will be, I'll wind it on here, and this is an electric skein winder. I won't turn it on right now because it'll just go crazy. But that will wind the skein on here. I'll do probably a 400-yard skein and then take it into the dye studio for dyeing. I had a friend at a college there, and so he brought me in to do the exhibition and then taught workshops and gave a program and all that sort of stuff. And that was really fun.
So you've done one-woman shows.
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
So
are you painting? Are you painting at all now?
No.
You're not. Because
I'm weaving now.
You're weaving now. Okay.
I've always loved going. My interest is just really kind of vast, and so you go into one medium, you learn it, and then sometimes you want to go to another one, and then when, I don't know, with the weaving, it feels so good because I'm incorporating a lot of my color study in college has served me so well in weaving and with the interplay of the color and all. And weaving, I firmly believe that it can either be just a wonderful craft, and it can be brought on to a fine art level as well, depending where you go with it. And
how would you describe
what I'm doing? Some of the stuff, a lot of the things that I'm doing right now, I would say are maybe fine craft. They're not, I don't know, I guess I think more of the color interplay. So yeah, we're doing good stuff.
Okay, you're describing your work as fine craft. Okay, okay. How long have you been in Prescott?
I moved to Prescott in 2006. I'm doing the lampwork bead. I also make handmade lampwork beads.
Oh my gosh, you even make your own beads. I feel like a slug.
And that is what I'm making my shawl pins. I'm using those in the shawl pins that I have at the gallery. And the shawl and scarf pins, I have some shorter ones that are good for scarves with a skinny enough point that they're not going to hurt the weaves of the scarves. Photography too? I had a minor in photography in school and just loved.
Surprise. And what about ceramics?
Yes, oh yes.
We could all just leave the gallery. And she could just pick it up.
Oh, how funny. If only one could be cloned, you know?
Okay, so you have done ceramics?
Yes, I had I did basically just slab production work. I had 3 or 4 people working
oh my gosh, really?
For me, yeah.
Wow.
And I had a rep that was selling the heck out of those little soft brown sugar discs.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And oh my goodness, yes, they were in the Grand Canyon. They were.
I bought one of them. I bet I did. It has a bear on it.
Oh yeah, that was me.
A brown.
And so that when I got out of that, that was when I went to my art supporting me for the next several years.
So you worked in art gallery in a couple of various art galleries in Sedona, and did you say anywhere else that you worked?
No, just the one that I worked in, and then the other one that I was an owner of.
What would we never guess about you? Probably that you do all this artwork. But what else would they say? Oh, Anne does. I
don't know. I lead a very quiet little life here with my looms, and producing this stuff just really brings me such joy and pleasure. It really does. And since being in the gallery, that's been a goal since I've been here, was to get in the gallery, and I was just so excited when it finally came to pass. I'd almost given up on it. And so now now I have an excuse to buy even more yarn and looms and things. So I'm just a loom junkie. V ramps. They are like a V in the back, and the Mobius is the twist in the front.
Okay, Mobius V. And maybe I'll do an explanation.
Affectionately call them Moby V's.
Moby V's?
Moby V's.
Moby V's. Okay, and you also have runners, table runners.
Table runners, wall hangings. I brought some towels in the other day.
I saw those, nice.
And,
like tea towels.
Yeah, tea towels, dish towels. And once you use hand-woven towels, you'll never want to go back to the others.
Is that right?
Oh, they're fabulous. When I first started weaving, I thought, oh my goodness, who would, really want to use those? You just want to look at them.
Right,
No.
right. No kidding, you really can use them.
Oh yeah, and you wash and dry them, and they just have so much body, and they last for a really, really long time.
Do they get better after you've washed them, or is that the kind of thing that...
Yeah, some of them do. Yeah, I would say most of them. My 2-year term ended at the end of August of this year. And that's really a wonderful organization, very supportive of the weavers and spinners in the area and helping new people get started, and a nice group of women. When I first moved here, the support I had from those women was just wonderful when I was going through the difficulties with caring for my mother, and they were very, very helpful.
So they help newcomers and people new
to the Weavers Guild for their raffle for when we have our show in November. So.
And to the shelter. To the women's shelter, you said?
Well, the
fundraiser.
The fundraiser, the scarf.
Great. They're looking for good donations.
Yeah.